come your way again this morning in our documentary series. Today we'll be talking on what has taken out the orderliness in the church when people come into the church. The serenity, the aura that we feel when we come into the church. What are people doing that are inimical to this orderliness? Yeah, the truth of the matter, I will begin it. Number one, the ushers or the size men in our palace who are supposed to make people keep to this orderliness, calling them to order. Some size men or women or ushers are not even abreast of the responsibility. They do not even understand it properly. Or even when they do, they have seen it as a normal routine. Doesn't matter. And to a degree, this has contributed to giving people leverage to behave anyhow in the church or sanctuary. Number two, when people do not understand what are sacred or time that are very sacred in the church. In the Anglican palace or liturgy, it is understandable that when the lessons are being taken, there should be no movement so that you don't distract people. Number two, when the sermon is going on, if you are late, you stay at the back or you stay outside, depending if they have a place where you can stay that will not disturb the church, the serenity at that point in time. Then, when people are praying, when you come, you start the back so to avoid the distraction. So these are times, but unfortunately, people do not even understand the sacredness of this particular function in the church. And they treat it with ignominy, behaving anyhow, thinking that it doesn't matter. Meanwhile, it actually matters. Because what you do at that point in time is a distraction to worshippers. That is number two. Number three, it shows how people perceive God, how they see God when they come into the sanctuary. Because when you know that you have entered a holy place, you needed not to be told what to do. You needed to be careful. You needed to be at least not to be a disturbance or distraction to others. So I see it from the point of view that people not knowing whom they are coming before him. I know that in the Jewish palace, before, when in their calling of Yahweh, the Jews, the A and the E there are silent in their writing. Reason, they feel that it's not right to do that. And any time a Jewish man writes Yahweh with his beak, that beak is sacred. That is how they appreciate Yahweh. So in that, be that as it may, I feel and I believe that people having a deep consciousness of whom they are coming before should have this mindset and be conscious of whom they are coming before him. And I think with this understanding, the ushers, the size men, and also the teaching for people to call back people